morning, my wife. I can't tell you, Elizabeth, how much pleasure it brings me to say that.
Morning, wifey. You know, Beth, I don't think I'm ever going to get tired of saying that.
Morning. What are you reading?
New York Times. The Woolworth building is almost finished and will be opening soon.
The Times, it says the Freedom Tower is about done. Finally be open. And the museum not much longer after that.
How nice.
And there was an accident on the subway. The plan to improve the 2nd Avenue line should correct that situation. Would you like to hear about it?
And problems with the subway. That's not really news, is it? The 2nd Avenue line is almost finished. Want to bet on when?
Not really.
You seem angry. Are you still angry from yesterday?
You're pissed. I can tell. Still from yesterday?
Yeah.
Look, I didn't say I didn't want you to go. If you want to go, then go.
But you won't go with me.
It's a rally for marriage equality. We're married. If people in New Jersey want to get married, let them change their laws or, I don't know, move here.
That's not the point.
Then what is?
I did not forbid you to march.
But you will not march with me.
It is a march for women's suffrage. I'm not a woman. I can already vote. And I don't vote for anyone or anything where you hold a contrary opinion. So, in effect, you do have a vote. If other couples do not have a similar arrangement, more is the pity for them.
That is hardly relevant.
Then what would be?
Never mind.
And I worry about you.
It's not the 80s anymore.
But it is still New York City.
A different New York City.
Not that different.
Fine.
I do not believe that fine means everything is fine. Quite the opposite, I'll wager, huh? But it's a lovely day. May we please postpone this discussion until later?
Fine means it's still in trouble. Look, nice day, sun is shining. Can we hold off fighting until later?
All right. Later. What else is in the newspaper?
Gita, Rodriguez, and Teixeira are all out until at least May with injuries.
That would be too bad if I cared. Can't you find a story about something important?
The New York Highlander Americans just officially changed their name to the Yankees.
Sport. I don't care anything about sport. Isn't there something of real importance?
Let me look. Well, here's something.
What?
I don't want to restart the discussion, but it says here that Uruguay just approved marriage equality.
Uruguay?
Uruguay.
I will look. Well, what do we have here?
What?
I hesitate to mention it, as you are at present relatively calm, but Norway just approved suffrage for women.
Norway.
Norway.
And we have to live in the United States?
Please, stay calm.
How can I stay calm? Soon, every other country in the world will have women's suffrage but ours.
That is surely an exaggeration. I doubt that the Vatican will allow women cardinals to vote for Pope before we allow women to vote for president.
Is that supposed to be amusing? Don't you understand why this is important and necessary?
I do understand why it is important for others, just not for us.
Don't go off again.
Why not? Soon every other country in the civilized world will have marriage equality but America.
Probably not Uganda. In some countries, being gay is still against the law. They worry about surviving, not marrying.
All the more reason for us to rally. I just don't understand why you can't support me on this.
I do support you. I support us. I married you. Whatever happens to other people who are not you, it's not my problem.
You are incredibly annoying sometimes.
I'm sorry.
Look, why don't we do something to put you in a better mood? Something you'll get a kick out of. Something fun.
Like what?
Anything. I don't care. You choose.
I choose?
Yes.
Okay, then I choose the zoo.
I hate the zoo and I hate the Bronx, except on the days the Yankees play.
I have an idea. An idea sure to raise your spirits. Why don't we do something we would both enjoy?
All right, what would you suggest?
I would be happy with whatever you select. How about something you enjoy, but have not done in a while?
Let me think. Well, before we were married, it brought me great pleasure to walk in the gardens by the General Grant Memorial.
General Grant. Elizabeth, I'm a Democrat. And besides, that is almost the Bronx, and I despise the Bronx.
Well, then you choose.
Okay, how about we go to the theater?
The theater. Really? You want to go to the theater?
Yes.
Who's playing? What do you want to see?
Well, we just got married. Why don't we go see a play about other people getting married? How about, Mamma Mia?
A jukebox musical. You seriously expect me to see a jukebox musical? Theater was so much better in the old days when there were original plays and original musicals.
I made my choice. If it is not acceptable to you, then you should choose, and as an obedient wife, I will acquiesce.
We could go to the theater. If I recall correctly, and I'm sure I do, you are very fond of going to the theater.
I am.
Excellent. It's settled then.
All right, where shall we go?
I was thinking of going to the new one, the Winter Garden.
The one which has part of the stage jutting out into the audience? No. If we are going to the theater, we are going to one which has a traditional structure. I swear, with all these innovations, theater is not where it once was.
Well, there must be something we can do today.
Today?
Yes, today.
No. Edward, you know very well, the march is today. Was your kind gesture just a stratagem to get me not to attend the march?
Of course not.
Before we were married, I never would have thought you would do something so underhanded.
Before we were married, you seemed much more pliable.
Elizabeth Diane, today is the rally. Was this a trick? A trick to make me change my mind about going to the rally?
What a silly idea.
You know, before we were married, he wouldn't have tried to do something so sneaky.
When we were married, you would have gone along with my suggestion.
That's
The good old days.
They were. We used to take carriage rides in the sunshine and fresh air. Now we ride in a machine underground.
They were. We used to drop the token in the toll and off we'd go. Now we have to take the card and swipe it at the turnstile thing again and again, half a dozen times.
We used to have lovely gas light. Now we have harsh electric light.
We used to have lovely incandescent light bulbs. Now we have those horrible fluorescent things that give me a headache and look like curly fries.
And there's too much building. The city will be unlivable in 10 years.
And all the new buildings, I get lost in our own neighborhood.
Things are worse in the city.
No, things are better now.
How?
Crime is down.
It's only temporary.
I can own property.
We can vote.
Much too little, much too late.
There have been no accidents on the Staten Island ferry in years.
When was the last time there was an accident on the Staten Island ferry?
Minor things.
And what I'm going to do now will make things even better in a major way.
It won't.
It will.
Please don't go.
I must.
You can't.